Everybody, it's Laurie Bloomer here, and I'm seeing all these little orbs floating around, which is kind of interesting. So enjoy the light show. Hi, Laurie Bloomer here. I'm pulling a card for spiritual reflection and spiritual inspiration for the week of August 17th, 2025. I do this almost every week. If you've been following along, welcome back. If you're new to this, then welcome. This is really just a spiritual exercise. It's for the purpose of kind of growing spiritually, evolving as becoming to a better human being. That's really what my purpose is when I do this. So I'm going to pull a card, and I'll tell you what deck I'm working with in a moment. And I'm going to share with you what jumps out to me immediately, intuitively, in terms of how it speaks to my life and the inspiration and opportunities for self-reflection I would like to take this week. I encourage you to look at the card in the context of your own life, your own week, what is going on in your life and what you're trying to accomplish, and see what inspiration and opportunities for self-reflection there are there for you. You're welcome to follow my lead, but what's most important is your own intuitive response to it. The deck that I'm working with is called the Chakra Wisdom Oracle card deck. I'm showing, this is the book that comes with it. I wanted to show you the book because it's kind of a groovy book here. As the card's title would imply, the overall structure of this deck is to relate to the 7 chakras or the 7 energy centers. Each of these 7 major chakras in the body have pertain to the area of where it functions, and also to an emotional, spiritual attribute that is related to the chakra as well. I'm not describing this very well, but what's neat about this book is that for each card, it will give you a story, some ideas for inspiration, and even a meditation. So this is one of those rare decks where I would say, use the book. I usually say, look at the book as a backup if you cannot glean meaning from the card, if it just doesn't make sense. But in this particular case, there's some really neat opportunities for inspiration from the book itself. So anyway, I'm literally watching all this stuff flying around in back of me, and hopefully you're seeing on the camera as well. It's not a reflection of anybody going by. There are some cars going by. You might see a reflection of my glasses, but there's a lot going on behind me, and the air is not really moving in this room. So I'm going to say we have some visitors, and so enjoy the light show of the orbs here. All right, so I've been shuffling the deck. I'm going to pull a card, and I'm going to share what jumps out to me. As always, I'm going to be sharing this by email as well on Monday, the 18th, and I will include a more expanded sort of interpretation with some additional bells and whistles of the card. And my friend Heather Coletti, who's a life coach, a philosopher, and astrologer, will also be giving us the astrological take for the week and how the themes in the card can relate to that as well. So it's worth getting on my mailing list to get more context. But here we go. So I've been shuffling. I'm going to split the deck in two, and whatever card my thumb is on is the one we're going with. And I'm going to start rolling. So here we go. This is the one my thumb is on, and the card is Self-Worth. Now, as I said, this deck pertains to themes around the chakras, and the orange color pertains to the sacral chakra, also otherwise known as the second chakra. It is the chakra as an energy center is located in the abdominal area, and it pertains to life purpose, life passion, or emotional journey. What really gets us excited. It's the fun zone, if you will. I think it's located in our abdominal area for a reason, passion, but also, again, it's a primary emotional center, and it really has to do with, it is very much linked to our sense not only of purpose, but again, what energizes us? What are our gifts we want to bring out to the world? What do we need in order to live a fulfilling life? So I really love this one. First of all, I like the fact that this person is sort of staring at this chair, and it's the middle of winter, which arguably is a cold time where things may feel, it's funny when I think of life passion, life purpose, orange, you might think of like summertime when things are really lush and growing like it is now. And wintertime things may feel a little bit dead. We've got this person looking at this throne that is illuminated from above with this beautiful orange light, and the throne itself, of course, is a shade of orange. So I'll tell you what I'm going to take account here, or take into consideration here. First of all, it's interesting that's limited to self-worth. Very often, we're told that our passion, the things we get excited about, the things that we really want to pursue, in our Western culture are often viewed as impractical. Like, yeah, maybe you want to be a dancer, but you're not going to make money off that. You're not going to have a future in that. You should be working hard, not spending your time doing things that are fun. And I think people who are denied an opportunity or denied validation for the value of doing something that brings them a great deal of satisfaction. Think creative endeavors, because the sacral chakra is also very much connected to creativity. Again, passion, creativity. I feel like this person is sort of saying, I've denied myself something and I'm kind of trudging through life with winter as that metaphor of sort of time when things have sort of died back or kind of austere and are kind of difficult. And this is an invitation to go sit in that throne, as if to say you have a right to pursue those things that are excited. And if you do go have a seat in that throne, i.e. pursue the things that really excite you, that energize you, that bring passion into your life, you're going to be energized as a result. I just love this idea. The bathing of, drop my card. I'll still talk about it. The bathing of light from above, as if to say that it's somewhat ordained. There's a reason for you to do this. You have a right to do it. Don't ask yourself whether or not you're worthy of doing something that brings you a strong sense of fulfillment and purpose and passion and excitement in your life. Go take your throne. Everyone deserves that. I like to sort of say that's your place where we plug into the universe and recharge our batteries, especially if you're going through difficult times. Again, that winter image to me, I'll get the card. Yes, there's winter, but there's also winter as a metaphor of times when things are just really hard. A winter of our life might be a time when we're not feeling much fulfillment, we're not seeing much growth, or things are just very hard and we're trudging through. It makes it a lot easier to trudge through difficult times if we're doing something that gives us fulfillment, excitement, satisfaction, joy. Think joy. So the idea of you're worth it. You're worth indulging in something that brings you joy when you know it's healthy and right for you. So that's my takeaway. You, of course, are welcome to take whatever you want to from this card, however it speaks to you, but I would look at it as a validation that self-worth sometimes is associated with other chakras, deservability, but I love the fact that they tied it to the chakra that has to do with emotion and joy and creativity, because that's not something we necessarily really value in this culture. So take your seat, take your throne, and enjoy it. Think about something you might want to do this week that give you a chance to sit in that throne, really revel and enjoy in that opportunity to indulge yourself in something you know gives you that real pleasure and sense of wholeness and happiness. So that's my take on it this week. Would love to hear how it speaks to you as well. My name's Laurie Blomer. My website is laurieblomer.com. My email address is laurieblomerpsychic@gmail.com. Again, would love to hear from you. Would love to work with you. And I hope you have a really inspired, joyful, fun, creative week. I'll see you next week.